Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Views are nice, and we're sort of on a mountainside, aren't we? Well, we're in Stroumbi, and we're slowly going to circumnavigate our way through the back lanes, through Paphos and towards Armou, and then we're going to be heading down towards Paphos. So we don't want to go, should we say, to central Paphos. We want to get to the Limassol roundabout side of Paphos. I understand if you don't know Paphos that well, that doesn't mean bugger all. But if you do, I think you might understand what we're doing. We don't want to drop through to Sada and go onto the Limassol Avenue. We want to circumnavigate and pretty much bypass Paphos. So we are going to take a left just down here by the petrol station, and we're going to work our way into the lowlands of Paphos village, and then wiggle our way out the back end and head out towards Armou, drop down from Armou towards the Limassol roundabout, and of course that will put us on the industrialish side of Paphos. So we don't want traffic congestion, shall we say. We don't want to put out too much CO2 and all those kind of things. Anyway, big shout out to some of the guys that like to watch the show now and again. If your name's Sir Daniel Mahoney, a big shout out to you. Hopefully this is your daily fix of Cyprus today. Big shout out to Sir Brian, the man with 2 Yaris's, because he's a very clever man indeed. Turn the sound down, Sir Brian, put the phones on hold. You've only got to put up with me for about, 12 to 15 minutes of my ramblings as I take you on the travels in and around Paphos. But again, Paphos, lowlands of Stroumbi, beautiful area, very countrified, shall we say. It reminds me of the green grass of home from North Wales. I'm from a little town called Ruthin, and a big shout out to Ukumbaru in Llangollen. He's sitting there now pondering, should he get his canoe out and start going down the Llangollen Canal to get himself back to Paphos? He's wondering. Big shout out to Sir Michael Crompton. He's coming to Paphos hopefully very soon indeed, and hopefully he'll do us the honour of joining us in the Pelican restaurant, and we'll have a chat and a coffee or two. There's a fruit market there on the side of the road. If you see these little temporary, well, what we would call temporary, isn't it? Of course in Cyprus the weather's not too bad, so these hutchids selling fruit, normally they're selling fruit from their own fields in and around that hutch, so that fruit is pretty ripe and pretty fresh, and the price, well, it'll be reasonable, normally cheaper than you would buy it in the supermarket. So if you fancy a watermelon, that season's coming, isn't it? Stop and pick one up and feast your eyes and digest it, because I tell you what, watermelon season is a spectacality of a season indeed in Paphos. When watermelons come out, which is in another couple of weeks, pretty much I'll buy one every day, and I'll sit there every night just chomping on some watermelon. Absolutely delicious, and quite good for you, isn't it? Not that I'm into good things, but you know, smoking on a cigar and drinking cans of Coke. At least I don't drink that blue stuff, that Pepsi rubbish, like that Lady Andrea and that Sir Mart. I tell you, what are we going to do with them? Next time they come, I think we'll have to have a word with them and chuck them in the blue Mediterranean Sea. So, we've taken a right. This is Paphos, but we haven't actually gone into the centre. And we're going to take a right again, and we're going to work our way through the farmers' fields. Luckily there's a bit of black stuff on the road, tarmac, so we're not going too bad. And we're going to wiggle and waggle our way towards Armou, well, the rear end of Armou, and then we're going to drop down towards the Limassol roundabout. So if you do like what you see, hit the like, click on that subscribe. Don't forget to keep coming back for that little bit more of Mr. Paul's complete and utter madness as he takes you on his wiggles and his waggles, as he shows you parts of Paphos perhaps that you've never thought existed. And now and again we do get lost, and now and again we do get stuck in a one-way street or something like that. So fun and games on the little channel known as Marika and me. And don't forget, if you want to keep us afloat, go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's a platform that's totally safe and totally secure, and that's how you gift content creators like ourselves with virtual coffee, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or as many as you may want. And of course, big shout out to Anna, my superstar in downtown Krakow, the greatest lawyer in the world, the busiest lawyer in the world, but now and again she likes to tune into the little channel known as Marika and me, and likes to keep us afloat. because she understands the economies of the world. We do need a coffee or two now and again. And of course, you can also join us as a Superstar member, starting off at only €10 a month. That's all it costs to get yourself a special title, to get yourself now a little bit closer to Marika and me. And of course, coming very, very soon is the Marika and me privilege card, and that will entitle you to discounts and privileges in and around Paphos, in particular in the Cape Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. And we thank each and every one of you that has chosen to join us and to keep us afloat. Joe and Baz, thank you very, very much indeed. We hope you had a great, great birthday the other day. We really, really do. And of course, a big shout out to some guys in downtown South Wales. If your name is Lord Lee, there's a girl in your life called Lady Vicky, and of course, two superstars, two spectacality of daughters indeed, two Princess Layla, and of course, Princess Kayla. We're looking forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed. Of course, it's the big birthday for the big man, and we'll be driving down to Iron Appa and staying there for a couple of days, and we're going to party the night away. Well, maybe not, we're getting a bit old. We'll party the day away, shall we say. Although Lord Lee, he's quite a bit younger, isn't he? There we are. And of course, he's got a much, much younger wife. What a clever man indeed. There we are. Hold on, I've got a younger wife as well. See, not so stupid in the end, am I? Right, we are circumnavigating, and we're going to join very shortly the main road from Tsada to Kalepia, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And whenever I think of Tsada, I always think of two superstars from downtown in southern France who are relocating to Paphos for the rest of their lives. His name is Sir Arnaldo, and he's got a beauty, a French beauty in his life, and of course that's our Lady Sylvie. And they're coming to Paphos very, very soon indeed. They've bought a mansion in Tsada, and they've got some spectacular views over the hillsides and even across the blue Mediterranean Sea. We're looking forward to seeing you guys again very, very soon indeed. Don't forget, when you check in, to come and check in with us and have a drink or two in the Cape of Paphos Harbour, because we'll be waiting especially for you. So this is the main road from Tsada to Kalepia, and we're heading towards Kalepia, and we've got an engine noise that's just gone on. So we've got an engine fault that's just come on. I think we've got a O2 sensor that's got a little bit blocked up with some rubbish. But luckily, we are off to the workshop. So stick with us and see if we get there. Live drama on the little channel known as Marika and me. I tell you what, I'm not buying a Peugeot ever again, with no disrespect to them. But this one has given me one or two problems. We've had the engine out of it and rebuilt it. So, alright, perhaps this fault is our fault. I'll have to have a word with the mechanic when we get there. But it says, what's it saying on the dash now? It says engine fault. Seek mechanical assistance. There we go. Well, we're off to the mechanics anyway. So hopefully, wish us luck that we get there. And of course, I'll keep you updated in the next little video. But for those of you who are driving around in cars, if you get a red warning light, it's time to stop. If it's big words, stop, I suggest you stop, because that probably means that there is a catastrophic fault just happening to your car, and it's probably leaking oil, so it's wise to stop. But this is only an orangey yellowish little warning light, and it's now saying the ESP is not working. Now, Lord Lee, he's a mechanic, and he's a very good mechanic. So what does that mean? Well, it means some sensor has got locked up with some rubbish. I actually put €50 of fuel in about 20 minutes ago, so that could be the culprit, could be some dirty fuel, who knows. Anyway, we don't seem to be having any problems. It's driving perfectly fine. I tell you what, the weather's spectacular, by the way. If you're curious to know what the temperature is, 19 degrees, and it is precisely 25 to 10, and we're in the first week of April. Wow, takes your breath away, doesn't it? So come on, get yourself on a big bird, get yourself on a canoe, start paddling like crazy. Paphos Cyprus, Marika and me. Guess what? We're waiting, especially for you. Here you go, to Sada Village. We have arrived. We're not going to be here very long, because we're going to take a left very, very soon indeed and turn into Memphis Hills. So we're not going to go and hunt down Sir Arnaldo and Lady Sylvie today. And I'm not sure they're in town yet anyway. I think they come into town next week, and I'm sure they'll drop in the comments, or they'll drop me a text or two. So this is the turn-in for the Memphis Hills Golf Resort, and they've built 1 or 2 luxury villas and a spa. Ooh, it's quite nice. So don't click off just yet, because we're going to drive straight through the centre of it, and you're going to see some of the new buildings that they are building. There's a golf clubhouse, there's a restaurant here, there's shops, there's apartments that you can rent for hotels and all these kind of things. And if you've got a couple of bob, well, more than a couple of bob to be honest, I think it starts off at about $1 million, you can buy yourself a townish house. And if you want a detached bungalow villa, you're going to need 2.5 to 5 million. So there you go. A little bit out of my reach, that's for sure, but probably not out of yours. And one thing's for sure, the views are to die for. And of course, if you like a game of golf or two, well, you won't have far to go from your house, will you? Because the golf course is coming up right now. So don't forget, if you do like what you see, hit that like, click that subscribe, keep coming back for that little bit more of Mr. Paul's complete and utter madness. And of course, we thank each and every one of you that chooses to come back now and again. We don't expect you to watch every single video we do, and we understand that people come back for different reasons. Some people like to watch me drive around, some people like to tune in for the blog beauty, Misochi, Brasilia and the booth. Some people like to know what's going on in Paphos, roadworks and all those kind of things. We'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon indeed, and I'm going to say thanks for watching and allow the video to continue as we drive through Memphis Hill. And I'm going to like this Romeo and Juliet, which is a la-di-da if your name is Sir Bernie and there's a girl in your life called Lady Jan. We're looking forward to seeing you again in September. And of course, there's another chappie who likes the Romeo and Juliet or two. His name is Lord Martin, and he's got a blonde beauty in his life who's got a smile to die for. And that of course is Lady Victoria. We're looking forward to seeing you very, very soon indeed. Oh, and our Princess Tracy are in the same hotel at the same time. Martin, watch your hands. And these are some of the big buildings they're building. See, on the left hand side now, those have gone up in the last few weeks, by the way. The rate that they are building is unbelievable. And this is certainly going to be one of the top resorts in and around Cyprus, never mind Paphos. And as you start to scan the countryside, you can see there are luxury, ultra-modern villas. It's a nice place to be, but yeah, you're going to need a couple of bob to be able to live here. And of course, you play golf every single day and have all this lovely fresh air because we're up on a bit of a mountainside. And of course, the views are quite simply to die for. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed. Where's my lighting on? There it is. Security driving around now, see? Got it all on the Memphis Hills Resort. There's some of the newer little boxes. Those are the cheaper ones over there. They're only about €1 million. They're quite crafty. They say they're 750,000 plus VAT. So stick 20% on it. That's €1 million, isn't it? There you go. But these bungalowish villas that you're seeing scattered around, these are a bit more. They start off at about 2.5 million euros. And there are some up to 5 million, and I think they're building some that are more expensive because they've obviously found 1 or 2 people that have got even more money sitting under their bed. But look at that for a view. As we go over this crest, I promise you, you are going to get quite simply a view to die for. So I'm going to let the camera keep filming, and I'm going to enjoy my Romeo and Juliet and always be thinking about you. Thanks for watching. enjoyed that, Sir Daniel. I bet you did. Thanks for watching. See you again very soon. Indeed.